Hello Twitch, this is Moonstone MSW and welcome again to my lounge. We're back at it today with Hiveswap Act 2 and I wanted to keep the mood pretty, get some healthy positivity up in here, so the topic for today is let's talk about what makes you happy. So hopefully we'll get a few people in here today, but it's my goal to finish this game. It has been a while since I streamed again, so if I've forgotten some of the voices I gave some of the characters, I sincerely apologize. I am going to do my best. And now we're going to talk to Bronya. Also, if I've forgotten some of the elements of this case, whoopsie doodles, but as we remember from last time, I don't even know what some of my evidence is, so we're just gonna play this by ear. I'm not sure if this game has a fail state. That was something that I kind of complained about last time, was it felt like I could do no wrong because the characters would just jump in and say, hey, maybe do something else, or hey, maybe go gather some more evidence first. So I don't know, maybe I can just, throw stuff in willy-nilly and we'll find out what it is through trial and error, but I would prefer to at least pretend that there's some sort of fail state and play this the best that I can. But yes, here's Bronya, if that's what you want. I already told you that I won't speak against my girls. And Lonke. Yes, caste loyalty is a laudable attribute in any local subject of the Empire. However, in this case, silence may be more damning than any testimony you could give. What do you mean? I have in my hands a personal notes grub which happened to be running at the precise moment that your group's adorable little schism kicked up. Well, Your honorable tyranny, the prosecution would like to submit in lieu of testimony the defendant's own words. Ooh, spicy. Is that allowed? In court, my dude, anything goes if it pleases the judge. Yeah, just tickle me entertainment gloves. It's your choice, Miss Bronya. Test your wits against two completely untrained legislators participating in a farce trial, or put faith in the truth, but I warn you, the truth is a cleansing light more powerful than the sun, and I don't think you're a rainbow drinker. Nice one, Stells. I'm all Twitter-pated. Thanks, I stole that one from you, darling. Yeah, I know. That's why it's so good. So what's it gonna be, champ? Very well, we will play the recording. Oh no, this is bad. Or is it bad? I can't tell. Hard to tell either way. Unlike the last witness, you won't be able to fluster them with incriminating evidence. Anything you present must be absolutely and without a doubt irrefutable. Irrefutable. Would everyone just calm down? We are calm. The only one pitching a fit here is Lynira, as usual. I am not pitching a fit. I'm trying to help Bronya keep everyone in order. Lynira, stop. Really? Because what it sounds like is you're kicking up a mob to get me called. I should have known the second we were out of the cave you'd try to get me thrown off the train, you backstabbing little bitch. No one will have to throw anyone off any trains if you just tell us where the book is. I don't have to say shit about shit. Daria, please, just tell us what happened to the book. If you say you're innocent, I promise to believe you. But you have to say something. I'm not dignifying anything that comes out of that brown-noser's pathetic, ignorant gash. Lynira's ignorant of gashes is, as always, what's caused this entire mess. What's that supposed to mean? Lonke, Daria, don't gang up on her. Why the fuck not? She's trying to get you to gang up on me. I didn't even want to come on this stupid field trip. Can't you see this is a set? Now we've all heard it. Bronya herself, in her own words, suspected that Daria was the one who defiled the book. I think that's an oversimplification of a very complicated situation. What does Bronya think? Well, that says it all. It does sound pretty clear-cut. But it's obvious that Bronya was just trying to stop the argument at any cost. Totally, but that sort of free-form psychological analysis doesn't fly in court. Listen again, there will be a detail that stands out, I promise. Okay, so, would everyone just calm down? I wish that the text just automatically showed up. Well, it's gotta be this one. Because it suggests that this was going on before. But do we have any evidence? Oh, we found the files in Lonke's bag, I think, from last time. It sucks that it wouldn't tell us what the bags were again. Or that it won't tell us what... Oh, this was in Daria's bag. At least she cares about good nail hygiene. Okay. So never mind. These were in Bronya's locker. Oh wait! These are labeled! Yes! I can figure out what that evidence was that I didn't know. Okay, cool. So let's figure out what that evidence was. Somebody previously repaired with black nail polish. Oh, I wish I had paid attention to which characters had... I mean, a lot of them were black nail polish, actually. This was in Lynira's locker. It's about a magazine about a bunch of pretty boys. Okay. This was also in Lynira's locker. Okay, so yeah, Lynira was the one who broke it and fixed it. The, action figure, that is. This was in Wanchi's locker. Contents are whiplash between ultraviolet and super schmaltzy. It's the Warrior Cats book. Okay, Bronya's letting you borrow her chalkboard where she lists all the activities that... So that was just the list that she gave us. Okay. Starts with accountability assignments where the Jades are paired up with each other. Whew, it's a videotape. Yep. It's really hard to read the names of... Okay, internet history. That's what this is. You can tell he's got a thing for rainbow drinkers just from scanning the URLs. Tizius's notes. These are impossible to decipher. It's like trying to read your doctor's prescription notes. Lodged in between the loose leaf, there's a page written in sparkly green ink and loopy letters. Reading the contents, you can definitely tell it's ripped from somebody's fanfiction journal. I did not process that. I probably have undiagnosed ADHD. I'm sorry if I read things like 3 to 5 times sometimes before I fully get it, especially if I'm reading it out loud. I am working on that. But for now, let's try and process this. It's a lot of very small text. Lodged in between loose leaf, there's a page written in sparkly green ink and loopy letters. Reading the contents, you can definitely tell it's ripped by... Okay. Oh, did not mean to do that. Whoops. I guess we'll find out if this game has a fail state now. Okay. Let's keep looking back at... No, okay, that's it. That's it. That's all we got. Okay. Ugh, you're all awful to each other. It's because we're ever so close. We're ever such close friends. Are you sure about that? That's just how friendship is sometimes. Is that how your best friend talks to you? Oh well, this isn't about me. But you know, I even saw Lynira and Lanka holding hands a little while ago. I think there's something else here we're missing. Okay, so something is happening between Lynira and Lanka too. Well, I mean... But that really doesn't have anything to do with Daria, though. Should I just start? Hold on. Yeah, Lynira's got something for Lanka. And Branya? And Lynira was the one that broke the thing. I mean, this is the, I think, spiciest piece of evidence that we've got, so maybe just throw it in people's faces and see how they react. What if by brown nosing they were looking into this? Let's try it. Nope. This, then? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was supposed to pull out the chalkboard then. Yep, so there is a fail state. Cool. Okay. How far back does it put us? Oh, it just puts us in the... Okay, so it's not actually a fail state then. It just shows us... Okay. Wait. Before continuing, I would like the court to examine Bronya's itinerary for the trip. Oh, let's see it then. Objection! Your Honorable Tyranny, I don't see what relevance this line of inquiry has to the case. This feels suspiciously like stalling for time. What's wrong, Stells? I thought you liked a tight itinerary. Zizi, no, don't air out our laundry like that in a public court. Keep your shirt on, babe. I meant it literally. Bronya here was the one who established the initial timeline for the case. Don't you want to make sure she's dotted all the proverbial I's and slashed all the metaphorical T's? You know that I have a weakness for grammatical punction. What the? Punctiliousness, punctiliousness, and fastidiousness in general. Yeah, that's why I've carefully pressed the hidden coffee rings into every notebook you own. Oh, you really do know how to wrinkle my pressed collars. Love to see this kind of stuff. Please, you didn't even let me explain. If you just look at the first item of the itinerary, you'll find reference to the term accountability buddy. What's an accountability buddy? Oh, well, that's when friends learn about being responsible together. Responsibility is a very... She makes us hold hands every time we go anywhere together. Oh, that's... humiliating? Yes. If I ever have to feel Lynira's clammy, sweaty palm in mine again, it would be too soon. Hey! So you're saying that Lynira was your accountability buddy? Unfortunately. Which would make Wanshi Daria's? Oh yes, we always have so much fun together. No, we don't. No, we don't. Bronya, I want to be absolutely clear on where everyone was and when. Can you tell us about your accountability buddy system in a little more detail? Well, I don't see how it would hurt. I assure you. Assignment of accountability buddies is standard procedure. Our cloister does not currently experience the kind of problems that would cause me to be suspicious of my friends. There is no special reason behind it, besides as a way to keep track of special duties. And since you asked, I can confirm that the accountability buddy pair-up system on this trip were Lonke and Lyneria, Wanshi and Daria, and these were decided by Lynira and I ahead of time. Okay, but who's yours? Do you have one? Have I answered all your questions? To be honest, not really. Would you mind going over all that again? Hello, I see we have one person in the chat. To whoever you are, welcome. Oh, of course. It would be my pleasure to waste as much of your time as possible. Okay, assignment of accountability buddies. I want to press that, but what's next? Why would Lynera have say in what the accountability buddies were? Wait, is there any significance behind the pair-ups you chose? No. What do the rest of you have to say about that? Well... Objection! The rest of you are not currently on the stand. They've been interjecting the whole time and you haven't complained yet. Because it wasn't advantageous for her to complain until now. I am impressed, Stells. You've got it in you after all. Must I remind you that the job of an auditor is to investigate lapses of judgment and decorum within the deepest and most secretive bowels of the Empire? We are the ones who decide the fate of legislators who lose their way, and we have to be at least twice as canny, if not half as brutal. I'll have to watch my back once we're off planet. Well, not if I watch it for you, sweetheart. Wow, was that an innuendo? I knew this trial would awaken things in you. Holy mo, this quadrant vacillation is whack. I don't understand what any of that meant, but can we get... I don't understand what any of that meant, but can we get back on track? There is no significance, blah blah blah, behind the accountability buddy pair-ups, and that's all I'll say on the matter. Really? Can we press twice? Because, again, why was Lynera involved in the makeups? Okay, I guess I'll just press her on this. Wait, didn't you tell me earlier that you had a friend who was, called? Well, yes. I suppose I did tell you that. You said it was because of this series, too. I told you that as well. Yes. That was several sweeps ago, however. But in my testimony, I said that we do not currently experience any problems that would give me cause to be suspicious of my friends. Okay, but don't you think that's kind of an important detail? If you insist. Okay. Assignment of accountability buddies is standard practice. Our cloister was not currently experiencing this kind of problems that would cause me to be. However, several sweeps ago, a friend of mine had an incident which led to her being called. I seriously want her to answer, like, if I press again, are they gonna ask about this? I guess I can try. No, I can't press again. That's so dumb. Okay. Morgan Lynera, Masushi, and Daria. Yeah, I want to press again on this. Would you describe the, incident that led to your friend being called? I'd rather not rehash my tragic backstory. Oh man, this story is a huge downer. Gosh, maybe you're right. No, that's okay, Bronya. I'm sorry for bringing it up again. That was insensitive of me. Thank you. You're being too nice. I, as the player, agree. Thanks. That wasn't a compliment, Joey. Okay, so I can't press anymore on those. So, I guess this doesn't seem important to me, but I'll press on it anyway. Because clearly I don't know what Joey's gonna say, because it's not what I would say. Besides, as a way to keep track of special duties. Then why have it? What kinds of special duties? By special duties, I mean completely normal responsibilities, like handing out the snacks, taking care of the locker key, doing bed checks, keeping track of the luggage, leading the travel games and group sing-alongs, holy, etc. You don't trust your friends to keep track of those things on their own. Of course I do. It's just that everything is more fun if you're doing it with a buddy, even the morning chores. No one agrees. Since they're completely normal responsibilities, could you add them to your testimony? Certainly. And then I guess they just don't have the list. Oh no. Wait, what kind of travel games and group sing-alongs? Well, just the old standards, I suppose. Like Drones and Defects, Guess the Subversive, Long Live the Empress. We sing old imperial hymns and eldritch sea shanties. Say that 3 times fast. You do. I mostly do my nails. Even Lynira spends most of her time listening to H2D these days. I like the production! This is starting to sound disconcertingly like holidays back home. Okay. So now we have to present evidence. We're out of pressings. Okay, so responsibilities, her being cold, related to the book. The pair-ups were Lonka and Lynira. I'm gonna present the magazine here. No, that was Lynira. Okay, hold on. Maybe the pages of the book back here. Yes, you do. Those were the pages of the book. Oh, Lonke said that he mostly does his nails. So... But I found the black nail polish in her bag. But that was tied to responsibilities. No. Okay, so... Locker key. Wait, Did you say that the accountability pair-ups were responsible for taking care of the locker keys? Yes. Aha! What now? Tyrona said that she saw the thief stealing into the bathroom. It says here in your itinerary that the key was with Lynira and Lonke from 5:15 to 5:45, but Tyrona saw the thief make off with the book while the train was going under a tunnel at 5:15:40. Sorry, I said 5 here. So? So, it means that Daria had no way to get out of the locker, to get into the locker during the time frame that the book was stolen. Meaning that she must be innocent. Right? That's right, isn't it? Why isn't anyone saying anything? And I must vigorously reiterate, ha! Is that really the conclusion you've drawn from the evidence presented? Which this rich tapestry of potential indiscretion laid bare before you? Yes? Incredible. Oh, Titius, this is exhilarating. Oh, why didn't you tell me? The pure jolt of adrenaline that one feels when seeing a wrinkle in someone else's argument and preparing to decisively what? It's hard in caps. I've never heard that word used. Methodically iron it out. So, stop drawing it out, Stells. You're making a mockery of the court. I'm not the one making a mockery of this sacred institution. Your so-called defense can't possibly be taking this seriously. Observe the condition in which the locker was discovered. The thief used force to obtain their quarry. And all you've done is prove your client's guilt. What clever rhetorical feint will you whisper in your protege's ear this time, Tisius? Wonderful question. What do you have to say for yourself, my trusty protege? Well, we don't know how the locker was broken into, so we can't prove anything definitively yet. Right? Wrong! We do in fact possess the means of burglary. What do you have to say for your client now? Oh no, Joey. Maybe Daria did do it after all. No. We can't give up just like that. You know we just met like half an hour ago. No offense, but it's weird how invested you are in this. It's not right. Tough shit. Excuse me, everyone. Why are you fighting me when I'm trying to help you? But I'm just saying this seems more like a personal problem than anything to do with me. So, what if it is? I don't like this kangaroo court. I don't like seeing people get taken advantage of for the amusement of others. I'm going to blow this case wide open and prove the truth, no matter what. An admirable goal, but how do you intend to do that when the issue is so cut and dry? Surely you don't happen to miraculously have an item in your possession that suggests another culprit. I might. So this time it's gotta be the action figure, right? Unless we want to throw blame on Daria by showing that she had ripped out the pages. Yeah, I think this is the safest bet, because it's directly related to the book. What about this? No. Stop embarrassing yourself. It is pages from the book that Rania ripped out. Like, when did she take those out? Okay, I guess this. No. Are you serious? Okay. Okay, so. The black nail polish is clearly related to this, so it's not. I mean, I guess. Okay, no, Brania had the key, so she wouldn't have. And this was presented by Stells, so. I get. No, we've already done that. What does the game want from me? 'Cause none of this makes any sense. The things that make sense are not appropriate right now, apparently. Okay, it would have had to have been something that makes someone else look super sus. In this case, something that would have helped them break into the locker. Not. No, wait. That's already been established with the nail file. Fuck. We already know about this. Unless you want me to present it again. But that's already on the table. Like, we've already gotten what we can from that. There's no fail states. Fuck it. Nope. Hail Mary. Oh. I thought I might have gotten an immediate game over, so I just kind of rushed through the dialogue. I apologize. Before we do anything hasty that we might regret later, I have a few facts to point out. I should bring up her fucking chalkboard, is what it wanted me to do. The lock was vandalized using a sharp cutting implement. Although this could have been indeed accomplished using the nail file found in Daria's locker, there are other items aboard this train car that would achieve a similar effect. For example, a bladed strife specibus. There is someone sitting in the galley right now, currently in possession of such an item. To not consider all possibilities at this juncture would be irresponsible. Therefore, I suggest the defense called to witness this new witness to the stand. You mean Deary? The internet history? Really? Okay. Tigiri, this Jadeblood accuses you of committing the capital offense of vandalizing a sacred historical artifact which also happens to be a piece of subversive contraband. Do you understand the gravity of this accusation? It is a double crime. What if I did do it? What? Wild. Ooh, what? Is this a confession? We're just talking hypotheticals here. See, the troll who committed this crime was both nimble with a blade and a true brain genius. And while I will not admit to anything that would incriminate me, based on these attributes, you are right to suspect me. Oh my god, are we really doing this? I must defend my honor. I wouldn't suspect a lowblood to understand. We're in the same blood caste, you stupid, you absolute dumbass. I am not talking to you. I'm talking to her. Joey's not gonna rise to some weak bait like, just try me. Let the games begin. Let's engage in a thought experiment. Let's say I did do it. Let's say we are having a deeply intellectual exchange of free speech, in which the possibility of my participation in such an act would result in prosecution. In such a model, one might say that this crime could not have been accomplished with a third-rate specimen such as a nail file. The cut is too elegant to have been inflicted by a plebeian using a feminine grooming tool. If you are saying that this crime was indeed a feat of agility and intellect, then it must have been committed by the most cunning warrior poet on the train. In theory. Are you satisfied the current witness is obviously trolling the court? Well, yeah, aren't we all, trolls here? We sure are! Anyway, something is still bugging me. Let's go over it again, from the top. If you insist. Okay. Could the possibility that this definitely couldn't have happened. Wait, is that true? That it's not possible for the lock to have been cut by a nail file? I don't understand. Isn't this testimony in your favor? He is asserting that your client could not have possibly committed the crime that she is accused of. Well, in that case, my line of inquiry benefits you, so why are you arguing? Well, that's because she loves to argue. I do not! She always picks fights with how she doesn't want to pick fights. Are you trying to embarrass me in front of every stranger we meet on this trip? I wonder. The nail file is the best reinforced, corundite slab on the market. It would be quite efficient to cut through one of the cheap locks we use. Lanke, you're not helping. I'm not trying to. So it would be more accurate to say that it's your opinion that the lock could not have been cut by a third-rate blade like the nail file? You could say that. Your honorable tyranny, this tangent is a waste of everyone's time. Sorry, I don't know what happened at the beginning there. Concurred. Move it along. In my opinion. which the possibility of my participation would not result in my prosecution. Yeah, why not? But why? It is the duty of philosophers to ask questions. No, I mean, why should we guarantee that you won't get prosecuted? Promising that you won't face consequences for what you say is kind of like giving you special privileges. I didn't realize this court was being run by a bunch of CJWs. Are you seriously accusing me of high-blood privilege? No, I'm accusing you of being a coward. I see that I underestimated you. But in order to defeat me in this theoretical paradigm, you must first prove that I had the motive and the means to compensate for your natural deficiencies. We'll throw you a bone and admit that such a model, one might say this crime could not... okay, in my opinion. Okay, the cut is to... yeah, that's what you've already said. In theory. Yeah, you had the motive through your internet history. You would make a suggestion like that. But this is simple garbage and has absolutely no bearing on the case at hand. Alright, that's literally the motive, is his interest in rainbow drinkers. Okay. This is why I don't play Phoenix Wright games, you guys. Stop right there. You dare to cut me off in the middle of a sentence. Yes, I dare. It's my right as a defensive legislator. No, it is extremely rude. What? Hate to break it to you, kid, but interrupting witnesses is pretty rude. Let me get this straight. Lying, murder, blackmail, blatant contempt of the court, okay. Interrupting, definitely out of bounds? Yeah, what do you think we are? Complete monsters? Okay, well... fuck me, I guess. Wait, stop. Is this a confession? Not as such. It's a dialectical experiment. What does that even mean? It means that he is wasting the court's time. Objection, your honorable tyranny. This entire digression is pointless. Back on track, girls. Okay. This is the last thing we can press him about until we have to figure out what fucking evidence the game wants us to backpedal around in a, order that I never would have approached it in. Much better. I agree. The facts don't care about how you feel about them. Okay, so... yeah, I can't do anything else. No! Undo. Return. There we go. Okay. So we've already tried to use... motive with the internet history. Oh, I can present witnesses? Question mark? Huh. Okay, this has nothing to do with him, from what I remember. Neither does this. Neither does this. Those were found in Bronya's locker. They wouldn't have anything to do with him. The key wouldn't have anything to do with him. We've got the action figure. Wait, he does seem like the kind of person to, like, collect action figures and shit. Objection! Here, I want you to take a look at this. It's a 1/25th injection model. I'm not even gonna fucking try here. Last active during the Rustblood zombie rebellion of the Black Age. But of course everyone knows that. I didn't. Not until you told me earlier. You never did explain what you were doing near the Jade lockers, especially since you claim to hate Jade drama so much. Could it be that you were looking for something that belonged to you? Oh, he's beginning to sweat. I think I'm starting to get the hang of this. No, I'm not. I'm just presenting things like bullshit all over the place. What are you waiting for? Swoop in for the kill. Of course, if it doesn't belong to you, you wouldn't mind if I tossed it out. Oh, wait. Objection! Well, before you get rolling, let me save you from wasting your breath. Yes, it is very clever for you to have manufactured an anti-alibi out of thin air. But you've made one serious logical error that I simply cannot overlook. Oh? Did you forget the basic conceit of this trial? Oh? I think I might have actually... There's so much going on, it's getting a little hard to follow. Then let me brief you on the case so far. We are not trying to ascertain who was lurking. We are trying to figure out who broke into Bronya's locker. Even if Tagiri was the proprietor of this disgusting nerd object, how does that give him a motive? Sweet obs from the auditor. IDK if this sword boy worth any of our time. Once again we arrive at the only logical conclusion based on the evidence presented. Your client is Guilty. Great. No. Now, just a minute, Stells. Give us a chance to mount a rebuttal before gloating, wouldn't ya? Is that customary under this hip new trial process? I've never known you to postpone gloating under any circumstances. Of course not, but we're running a lab of sorts here. What kind of experiment would it be if we didn't test all the variables, huh? You know just how to sweet-talk me. And how does his honorable tyranny feel about allowing the defense to mount a rebuttal? I'll allow it. One chance. Better pick carefully or it's game over, buddies. Let's take another look at the evidence and see if we can figure out why Tagari was hanging around the Jade Lockers. I mean, it was that, literally. He did call himself a poet. Fanfiction journal. Wait, hold on. Was he a fanfiction type? Did anyone else write fanfiction? I literally don't remember. But it's green ink and loopy letters, and that just doesn't seem like him. Is it Long K again? Like, no, he doesn't. His stereotype is anime, not K-pop. I literally think it's the internet history. Can I try again with the internet history? Did he break his own action figure and, like, try and find something to fix it with? Okay, so my guesses as to what I'm supposed to present here are this first, this second. And I don't even know what does this represent now? No. Is this his? No. I mean, it says that you don't think someone her age should be reading this, but I can buy that she would be reading this. Is that wrong of me? Did I not get the right impression of her? I guess let's just try. I think this is it? Joey, this is way too much pressure for me. If we get this wrong, then I'll feel pretty bad, yeah, but you don't really think Marvis will trap us in here just because we lost a dumb game, do you? That's, really not my problem with it. Are you absolutely sure about that? Fucking, I don't know what these things, I think I know what they represent, and then I present them and it's like, oh, they represent something else, so I'm just gonna coin flip here. No, that was wrong apparently. But it's just... Yes, I'm sure. Oh, we got a line of dialogue, so is that right? Well, what you got for us, yo? This. Interesting. A few years ago, I stepped on my brother's Tiger handheld and cracked the screen. There was no way I could glue it back together, but my babysitter showed me how you could clear nail polish to seal cracks in delicate surfaces while also preventing further damage. I mean, she didn't put it like that. She explains that nitrocellulose dissolved in butyl acetate would form a clear, flexible garnish over the LCD screen. You can seal hairline fractures without ruining the way something looks. Smart. Tajiri has done nothing but mock the Jades for their delicate behavior since this trial started. Oh, sorry, I was doing the wrong voice. So he must have known that one of them would have something like this in their locker. Compelling argument, yo. What you say to witness? What say to witness? I cannot confirm or deny anything. What? Oh my god. What do you mean by that? Let me explain. While your supposition asserts that the culprit in this case would have to possess advanced reflexes, refined instincts, and intelligence within the top percentile, you have only provided the material motive. You have yet to present a cogent psychological reason to prove Miss Ursama's accusation. This is something we really care about? Of course. You're deeply thirsty for a glimpse into my dark and tortured soul. No. It actually sounds like you have a pretty good idea of where you want this to go, so why don't you just tell us? As expected of a low IQ thin blood, no sense of drama or suspense. Why would I hand you the key to my defeat? In the immortal words of the famous philosopher Patera Benter, hit me with your best shot. Well, can we do this now? Is this the right time for this now, please? I have something that can prove you wanted to read Fresh Teeth. I have your internet history. How'd you even get that? I mean, how is this going to help your case? All you're going to prove is that I'm a genius of the highest caliber who spends his day exploring literary masterworks. Reading literary masterworks? More like reading cheap, exploitative, X-rated nonsense. I implore the court to look further at some of these searches. Female rainbow drinker, reader, spade reader quadrant, vacillation, fang, femdom. Bioluminescent waifu gifts, 2D animated, 3D PD. Female rainbow drinker, heart reader, hurt, comfort, Quizilla, XXX, suck me bone dry. Need I go further? You are making a mockery of my intellectualism. These are searches for only the most serious of scholarly works. Then, do you care to explain why you were searching for this weird stuff, if not to get your rocks off? Nothing about my internet history is salacious in the least. Only a noob would call it filthy. But inevitably, I owe you no further explanation, for my internet searches relate to only the most sensitive of topics, a man's waifu. And if you're forcing me to reveal my waifu without consent, well, that's essentially challenging me to a duel. Unless, of course, your waifu is shit. I am proud to say my waifu lives among the highest of echelons. Even God tier does not suffice to describe it. It's pretty clear that he didn't do it, but I'm not sure how to proceed. If we dismiss him now, Delsa might just end the trial right here and declare Darya guilty. Then why not just let him dig his own grave? Because that wouldn't be right either. I don't want to get him convicted just because he's an idiot. We need to prove Darya innocent by finding the real culprit, not by throwing someone else under the bus. Interesting take. You're adding challenge variables to my theory of defensive legislation I hadn't even considered. They're not challenge variables. We're here to find the truth, right? Sure. The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Yes, exactly. Then find the whole truth. Should be easy. Just prove that he never read Fresh Teeth. Right. Let's take it from the top. Okay. I guess let's just press him until... If it's not salacious, then what is it? It is dark web contraband, texts that the masses cannot handle. I am elite Haxor admin of a hidden virtual library which hosts reams of these forbidden texts. Okay, you're trying to make it sound really cool by using all these big words and being abstract and stuff, but to me it seems like you just enjoy reading naughty novels. Plebs like you may consider it naughty, but I operate under a higher plane of existence. I understand real literature. I am an expert in all sorts of banned books, from censored cartoons to the edgiest of light novels. So... does that include the Rainbow Emotion Saga? Like you knew about it before this whole train ride? Of course. What kind of elite level poet warrior would I be if I were not aware of every single banned book that had ever been written? That seems pretty important. I think you should mention that you've been reading filthy books in your testimony. It's not filthy, it's fine art. Trust me, I am well versed in the definition of filthy. I am an expert in all areas of dark web content and have of course read the profane text in question. Have you though? But inevitably, I owe you no thorough explanation. Yeah, blah 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 blah. Okay. Let's just press him until we run out. If you read the book, you'd know what was in it, right? Indubitably. Do you think we could trick him somehow? Wow, getting a little underhanded, I see. I mean, all we have to do is prove he never read Fresh Teeth, right? So let's see if he responds to something that is clearly not from that Rainbow Drinker series. Oh, the Warrior Cats book. In that case, can I read you a passage from this book? Go ahead and tell me if you recognize it. This is beneath me, but I'll do it for the dramatics. Okay, here we go. The sultry, joint-legged blonde beast meandered up to her brood leader, Gunstar, her hips swaying back and forth. Her chest was covered in the rainbow smears of her fresh kills, of which there were many. She dropped to her knees before him, her hands clasped in prayer, begging for redemption. Oh my Starbrood, how could you have abandoned me like this? I must be taken on your nightly hunt, ejaculated the blonde. I must prove myself before the moon spirit, or my mate's Swordstain will be cold. Sound familiar? Of course it's familiar. Obviously this is a passage from the profane text in question. Objection! If you really knew about the Rainbow Emotion Saga, you would know the scene I just read was from a totally different novel. You've just been duped by Soldier Per Beast Volume 6 Part 3, The Great Squeak Beast Hunt. Yeah, Soldier Purpose is a totally different genre too. I think he might be lying about knowing all this cool contraband stuff. Shut your grub shoot, you quivering normie bitch! Okay. I am many things. I am handsome, I am hardcore, and I am indescribably badass. But I am no liar! Alright, clap clap, good show guys and gals. Glad this is all settled. Now can we all agree to get this man off the stand? Did you not hear me? I am many things, but I am no liar. I didn't claim the passage of text was from the Rainbow Drinker novel. I said it was from the profane text in question. That could have meant anything. I was telling the truth. Yes, yes, we all heard you. Now please leave before you make an even bigger fool of yourself. No, I refuse to leave. Don't you understand? I did it. I stole the book from the locker. It was the coolest thing I've ever done, and I looked like an absolute fucking badass as I stalked through the shadows and sniped the forbidden novel like the Bishojin anti-hero thief that I am. And I read it. Oh yes, I read it. Because my brain is the size of a fucking planet, and both sides of it are in shadow. I am the dark side. I am the darkness. Oh geez. Limo. Alright, I think we've had enough fun for the day. Let's end this FLARP session, and are you listening to me? I said I did it. I'm guilty. Guilty! Fucking baller, my dude. This be some juicy corn flesh. Fine! If you're so committed to getting cold, I may have to oblige you, but since I am so nice, I'll give you one more chance to back out before calling the case. Why would I back out? Ugh. Gosh, this trial is a total bust. Hold it. There's a crucial piece of evidence that's been overlooked. Oh, I'm sorry, I must have missed something. No, it's cool, it's just some insider info I have. Tagiri, would you hand me your sword? This blade is my life, my body, my soul. Yeah, just hand it over or I petition his honorable tyranny to acquire it for me. I don't want it to leave my side. Hand it over, big bud. She knows what's up. Here. Thanks. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I have before me the katana our witness claims to have used to steal the contraband item from Miss Ursama's locker. Now pay close attention. I will draw this sword from its sheath and slice my hand off at the wrist. Surely if the blade were sharp enough to cut metal, it would be sharp enough to cut through bone. Even with my sad little bookworm muscles applying the force. Stop! Honeybee, what are you doing? Didius, no! You need both hands so you can hold things! Oh, it's totally dull. Not even a paper cut? See? No matter how hard I slice myself with it, it fails to cut through even the thinnest part of my wrist. Tagiri, this sword is nothing but a cheap knockoff. I think you got this at Troll Spencer's Gifts. No, there must be a mistake. Alright, somebody pull him off the witness stand before he has a fainting spell. You got it! Wait, but if Tagiri's sword didn't cut the lock, then what did? Like I said before, foolish diversion, we've already identified the high-quality nail file found in Daria's locker. And that nail file is Daria's. Oh, alright. Tear her apart already! Now here's a gal who knows what's up. I'm calling on her to attest. Oh, wait! Before Lanier stands up to the stand, I have something really important to say. Hello, everyone. Oh wow, it's a little scary to be up here in front of all of you. Especially since I have a terrible dramatic secret that will change the whole course of the trial. What sort of terrible dramatic secret, dear? It really hurts to do this. I'm close to breaking down. My blood pressure aches, but I cannot stand by and do nothing. You see, in order to protect this poor, sweet Daria, I must present a piece of evidence that might implicate another one of my precious friends. I have before me Lynira's secret diary. Her what now? Lynira has a secret diary? Excuse me? How dare you? How did you even know about that? You always write in it during our lessons when you think I'm not paying attention. Anyway, contained within are special dates and times that prove Daria could not have stolen any part of the Rainbow Emotion Saga. Pass over the diary, sweetheart, and let the auditor scrutinize the documents. The relevant timeline starts on page 406. I bookmarked it for you. Oh yes, I see. This is an incredibly detailed account of where each Jade Blood was during the theft. All parties are accounted for, excluding Lynira, of course. Don't keep it to yourself, sis. Share the hot goss. Of course, I will now read aloud the appropriate passage concerning the accused. And then Daria had to go and toddle off to the Blue Blood car to hit on someone like the slut she is. She claimed she was just getting a midday snack. For 20 whole minutes? At 15:30? Someone needs to call her already. She's such a redacted who makes my redacted tremble. Redacted? I wish she'd just disappear. I wish a contrived series of events would happen in order to excommunicate her from our commune. What is all that? And how are you making that noise with your mouth? Oh, Lynira censors her diaries with nail polish. That seems counterproductive. I didn't write any of that. Okay, maybe I wrote some of it. Most of it. But not all of it. If this is true, I think it disqualifies Daria from being the culprit since she was getting a snack during the theft. Yeah, sure, a snack. Well, this is an exciting development. Thank you very much for sharing this piece of evidence, my dear. Is there anything else you would like to present before the court? No, that's all. I hope that clears up some things. While this was extremely helpful, we will have to call Daria up to the stand. Can confirm or deny anything within this journal. Wait. I'd like to look at the diary before we go any further. There might be some important details inside. I want to call a recess. A recess? But we are at the most exciting part of the trial. IDK, I could use an intermission. And the anticipation gets y'all lubed up for the main event. Lynira's secret diary is pretty intimidating. Every single jade is accounted for during the theft, except for her. And she's certainly got a motive, and probably could have broken the lock. But something doesn't feel right about this. How so? I don't know. I can't put my finger on it. Yeah, me neither. Maybe it's because we've got nothing to X-reference. Like, we are relying on this one piece of evidence alone. If this journal is the only truth you have, then we've got to believe in it. But what if it's not the whole truth? then you must discover more of your truth. If something feels wrong, it's your duty to investigate further to cull your uncertainty before it grows into a monster. I see. Yeah, you know what's going on. The helpful hints, the winks and nudges to elbow us in the right direction, your extensive notes on the case. Tisius, you know what's really going on, don't you? Wait, what? How'd you get my notes? We traded them for flashlight batteries. What the fuck's a flashlight? Whatever. Yeah, I know who did what and who was where. If you have my notes, you can just read them, right? Actually, your handwriting is so bad we can't figure out what they say. Except for that one page with fanfiction on it. So what? You think I'll just up and tell you who did it? Hell no. I'm running an experiment and I'm going to see it through to the end without contaminating the results. This is unfair. But since you went through the trouble of slipping out my trial diary, I suppose I can tell you if you're on the right track. Present 2 pieces of evidence to me that proves someone committed a crime. And I'll tell you how right you are. Okay. This is already... I really am just... I mean, like, I know Lynira did it. That's 100% where the case is going. But what evidence here incriminates her? This was his, so no. I wish I could present Bronya. And then... okay, what else? Oh, bummer, you fucked that up hard. Don't lose hope yet. Walk around a little bit, have a good think. Figure out the culprits in the crime and accuse them to their faces. Okay, I'll try my best. Yeah, like, I know it's Lynira, based on the evidence that we have. I just don't know what piece of information is presented connected to which item that would make the game say, oh, you're right, it's Lynera. What a veritable carnival of entertainment, eh? Yeah. Pointless conversations constitute a small service charge payable by post. Yeah, he didn't do it. Yeah, I'm just gonna talk straight to her. She doesn't even let me talk to her. Okay, so I have to unlock talking to her, I guess. What? Can't talk to her. What is it? Aw, darn, I thought you wanted to chat. Haven't you put us through enough already? Yeah, fine. Let's see what she says. What? I suppose you believe you have proof? Oh, okay. What else was in Bronya's locker? Well, if Lynera and Lonke were in charge of the key, when it happens, then that means Bronya didn't have the key, even though we got the key from Bronya later. Everyone's accounted for except for Lynera. I don't know. Let's just add that. This is what I get for trusting outsiders. Bronya, it wasn't personal. We were just... Wasn't personal? You just shoved a bunch of worthless evidence that had nothing to do with me and claimed it meant I was guilty of stealing a book I already have access to. What isn't personal about that? We were just... You know what? We're done. Don't talk to me. Yeah. Why can't I talk to Lynera? God fucking damn it. Is it gonna make me try and accuse him too? And I can talk to him again. Let's just try something. I don't believe that he did it, so I don't know what to present here to get literally anything out of the game. Obviously this, and then like, God, I don't know, was anything else in Lonke's locker? Yeah, it doesn't prove anything because you aren't the one that did it, clearly. Let's try you at the fanfiction. Oh, dang it. I wish I could undo that. I didn't mean to press that, I meant to press this. Yep, I did. I kind of hate this segment. Okay, so that was a point. Stop. Okay, Lynera, it's your turn. Stand up and face the music. I will face absolutely nothing. I didn't take the book. I don't know how many other ways I can say it. I care about the rules, and if I took it, why would I draw so much attention to myself? That doesn't make any sense. I didn't want this sort of thing to happen. It's so stressful for Bronya. I didn't want there to be any sort of formal inquiry. I just wanted Daria to be punished so we could all go forward with our lives. Even if I wanted to read that horrible trash, I wouldn't read from one of my I wouldn't steal from one of my cloister mates. I would have just gotten it for myself, hypothetically, so therefore I couldn't have taken it. I didn't take it, and that's all I have to say. She really isn't giving us much to work with here. Don't give up just yet. Sometimes, if you can't find material contradiction, you can hit them right in the character flaws. I don't know why, Lynera. Reverse psychology? I'm not trying to beat a dead horse, but you were really insistent on having a trial. Without you, none of this would be happening. But, ugh! I didn't want this sort of thing to happen. It's so stressful. Okay. So you admit you don't believe Daria really did it. You just want her gone. Ugh, what does it matter if Daria did or didn't do it? All that matters is that it wasn't me. Yeah, this is why we need a radical overhaul of the entire system. But don't mind me. Okay. If you didn't steal the naughty book, then what kind of book would you steal? Oh, that is easy. Wholesome, unproblematic romances of the bosom friend genre. You know, two girls, going on mate spread outings, holding hands, cuddling, kissing each other's faces. Shut the fuck up. Like your thirsty ass reads anything other than trash tabloids. What? That's not true at all. I never engage in that sort of filth. Please, the only words you've ever read are printed on high-gloss centerfolds. Tabloids, huh? Okay. So did she write the fanfiction? Can you take a look at this for me? This isn't fair! I'm just doing what she told me to do! What do you mean? Who told you? Branya! She told us to deny it! Deny what? Everything! Okay. So, at least I was right with her being involved, but I guess I was supposed to present the right stuff to Branya after all. Okay, so I thought I was onto something there, but I guess that's just the no, you were wrong. Okay, what about... Where'd she get a fucking knife? I guess that's her specivis. Let's just get back to, the place we were after all the pressing. Okay, so it wasn't this, it wasn't this. The itinerary. No? Wait, hold on, what? Can I present Branya to you? No? God. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna try everything, because nothing makes sense at this point. Okay, so no more pressing. Definitely wish I had people here to tell me what the fuck I'm supposed to do right now so that we could get through this shit. I've tried that. That's Samurai Dude's internet history. It has nothing to do with her. I tried the itinerary. That's the Per Beast book. That has nothing to do with her. Maybe deny that they broke the toy? No, because he was the one who was searching for nail polish to fix it. So he fixed it. I think I've already tried presenting the missing pages. Nail polish? Okay. Seriously, did I present the itinerary? No, I guess I didn't. Okay, let's... Am I just presenting the evidence on the wrong thought page? Yeah, actually the magazine was in her here, so hold on, let me... Is that right? I present to the court this Hatch to Dance magazine that was found in the accused's locker. How dare you go through my personal belongings? We got permission from Bronya to check the lockers. Is this your magazine? Of course not. It's not like I'm obsessed with H2D or anything. So you stole this from one of your cloister mates? No! I confiscated it. Is it so different, though? I think it just makes you look like a liar. How are we supposed to trust any of your testimony? What? Yeah, hit it where it hurts, right in her flawed reasoning. I didn't take the book, don't you get it? The fact that this sort of thing is floating around in the cloister means that I've been right all along. Nobody here knows how to act. Someone has to help Bronya and be the responsible one, and it certainly isn't going to be anyone who's obsessed with drooling over pop idols. I like H2D only a normal amount. I really don't think that having this magazine should count as a point against me. It should be a point against them. Because someone having this kind of contraband is absolute proof that the cloister is coming apart at the seams after all of Bronya's hard work. Oh, God. Give me just a minute. The door is open. We are working on keeping the door closed. It is a process. Okay, where was I? I told Bronya. I told her, okay? She should have listened to me. She does seem pretty guilty. But she just keeps repeating all the same stuff over and over again. I'm not sure how to get her to actually admit anything. You've gotta have a little more stamina than that. A true legislacerator can go days without rest or food. Keep pushing and eventually you'll find a motive. Okay. Even if you think it's for their own good, that doesn't mean going through your friend's stuff is okay. Quick sidebar, she's not my friend. Yeah, jot that down on the record. Lynera sucks, and I wish she'd jump off this train. Well put. You see what I'm up against every day? Not to interrupt the flow here, you're doing fantastic work, darling. Really spot on and not at all circular in its reasoning. But I can't say I find Miss Scalby entirely out of line if this is how her fellow Jades treat her. Yeah, Estelle's okay, but that doesn't really make her any less likely to have stolen the book. It just gives her a motive. I know Zephyros and me are outsiders, but we only met you all about an hour ago. But from what I've seen, I don't think it's any sort of surprise that your cloister is falling apart. None of you trust or respect each other. Why would you say that? Is that a joke? Calm down, kid. This is just how Jades are. Yes, we are absolutely and totally normal. Lynera, you just keep implicating yourself again and again. If you wanted to prove to Bronya that you were right all along and all of you weren't mature enough to take a field trip together, what was to stop you from stealing the book and kickstarting this whole scenario? You've already proven that you were willing to break the rules to prove a point. You stole the magazine. Confiscated! I like this scenario. It does follow logically, that's true. You make a compelling case, Miss Joey. And by that I mean you've finally come up with an explanation that is in any way plausible. Well, you're forgetting that the nail file belongs to Daria, and not me. There's still no evidence Daria didn't do it. Couldn't you have just taken the nail file and used it yourself, and then returned it to Daria's locker? Don't make me laugh. Look at that manicure. This bitch has clearly never touched a nail file in her life. Are you helping her? I mean, just saying. Objection! Let the witness speak for themselves. You filthy, ignorant slore! I know how to use a nail file! Never mind! Yeah, I'm tuning out again. Wait, you told Bronya? Told Bronya what? All I wanted to do is help her, because she's so wonderful and smart, and she works so hard. She wants to think the best of everyone, even disgusting creeps who don't deserve it. She's gonna be the greatest matron of our generation. Objection, on the grounds that this testimony is making me sick. Okay, Now can we address the fact that Lynira helped you come up with the itinerary? Ugh, fucking... Guess it's time to try some random shit until something sticks. Okay. Can I present people? As... Can I, like, present people as evidence? I wasn't actually clear on if that was a worthwhile action. Her nails aren't black, but she uses this to blot out her diary, so maybe that can relate to the diary. Yeah, no. So, quick review. What did we try last time? We tried the diary, we tried the, nail polish, and we tried... Okay, so we've tried the nail polish, we tried the diary, we tried the itinerary. My next guesses are fanfiction, tape, papers, key. Unless they literally just want me to present the nail file. That seems very redundant. If that's the answer, I'm actually going to be angry. Let's try the papers that were in Bronya's locker and present it on the page where she mentions Bronya. No. Wait, did I try that already? Because it seems so fucking obvious. I'm frustrated. I don't know if you can tell, but I am very frustrated right now. I might take a break coming up soon. I have been playing for about 2 hours. Maybe the key, because they were in cahoots. Okay. It's not the tape. Okay. Okay, are we done pressing? Let's try the next round of bullshit. We've tried it. We've tried it. We've tried it. Have we tried this? I don't fucking remember. I should just be doing this in order. I'm telling you, if it's the nail file, I'm gonna be mad. Okay, at least it wasn't the fucking nail file. I guess let's try the toy in the magazine. Nope. Wait, maybe it won't work until after I do all. I just. Tried it. Tried it. Tried all of this. So it's just the fan fiction, the internet history, or no, not the fan fiction, the Warrior Cats book, the internet history, and the toy left. That was literally all of it. Did I not present something on the correct line of dialogue? Is that how I'm supposed to do this? I literally am so tired of this right now. I'm gonna take a break. I will be back later. And maybe I can figure out what bullshit this is pulling me under then. So. If anyone is still here, thank you for joining me. I'm sorry that apparently I'm very bad at this, but I will keep trying in a little bit, and I will see you hopefully then.